I think most people in life are looking for some key ingredient, some like 3-tip advice lifestyle. The reason that it's not strong enough, because everybody will buy a program, everybody will buy the new book, everybody will show up to the seminar, everybody will listen to someone who is shown to get the results, but there's not enough that really follows that. If it was one book that made you successful, then why is it that everybody that read that book didn't become successful? It's because it's so much more than it. I'm not taking away from books, I'm not taking away from advice, seminars, or anything. Those things are valuable, but it's so much more than that. If you comprehend that, the start of this video, if you can see that throughout life, just through application, the 3 secrets and 3 tips lifestyle doesn't get you it. If you want to become someone who's actually able to do something, become successful, follow something through and go over and over again to become somebody who can say that they're actually effective at it, it's way more than the 3 tips, far beyond the book. The experience necessary to say that you're good at something, it's the thousands of hours. People say to become a real expert at something takes 10,000 hours. There's a reason for that. The person that keeps showing up, keeps going through stuff, you learn the things that getting taught it doesn't teach you. You learn things that somebody saying this is the best way to do it doesn't teach you. You learn things that are new that the previous expert never knew. The expert out there making money, he doesn't know what the people out there who are continuing to learn, excel, and get experience know. It's always the accumulation of relative experience. You can't say you're going to make money because you're experienced in reading books on making money. Again, it has to be something that's directive. The directive, what I'm talking about, is something that you've put the effort into, that you've actually went and learned and bettered yourself towards. That's the only time that you're ever going to actually be someone who can say, right, I get it now. Because if it's not, it's the person that shows up in the sports field. If you're showing up to be the best NFL player, but you don't do anything that challenges your body physically, that's going to make it grow muscle and strength, the only thing you do is athletic, example of running and jumping, there's only so far you're going to go along there. There's not enough there. It has to be the relative experience. The person on making money, you need to know whatever market you're in, you run it. You excel at what it is. If you're going to be an athlete, you excel at it. You run whatever it is. That's a massive amount of experience, detail, discipline, staying sharp at what's new, what's going on. So it's not an easy journey for you. And that's why there's such value at the end of it. We can all see where somebody's now excelling. We can see the person who's number one. We see the number one at the shot put, but we didn't see what he had to go through. We see the person who's number one, the person who's the richest man in the world. It's easy to see what it is, but it's more difficult to see what that person went through to get there. Whenever you see what they went through, that's where the value is. Because you can't just look at what something was and say that was the best thing ever. You have to get there. You have to be there one day. And that's what the process is. That's what the journey is. Hell of a lot of difficulty, experience. There's no saying what it's going to be for you. Get that journey started now. And what you get along there is that necessary strength, that necessary ability that most people lack in life.